Last week on Coop Dreams.
After 19 days and having nearly given up on finding Pokey, I found her, completely by accident, trapped upside down between bales of hay in the barn. She was clearly in distress and had lost feathers around her vent and back and most of her muscle and body weight. But after so many days of being trapped, she had no muscle strength in her legs and could not stand or support her weight. There was an outpouring of advice from experts and Facebook friends to provide her protein from scrambled eggs and mealworms. Since she was so dehydrated, I gave her grapes and water with electrolytes. Pokey was given to me by Jennifer of the Chicken Suite. When I told her about Pokey going missing, she offered Pokey's sister and a rooster to keep our flock growing. The day she was free to come, as fate and destiny would have it, was the day after Pokey was found.
Last night at midnight. Could not believe it.
Jennifer was so great. She provided both physical therapy and watermelon. It was great to see Pokey gradually coming back to life. I can't thank Jennifer enough for the chickens, the support, and the advice. It's a 10-hour car ride round trip, and so it was not an easy day for her.
3 pounds and 11 ounces. So she's gained about a half a pound.
In 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks.
I'm taking that's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah.
If we can increase her protein, her feathers look great.
I can't believe it because
Yeah.
this was a disaster.
Oh yeah, back here was horrible. And her vent looks good. Continue to have increased protein in her diet. Continue, if you want to continue to help massage those muscles. She's getting around okay now, so I think you can probably just continue that.
Okay.
If you don't want to do it. I'd probably try to encourage her to use those muscles a little bit if she's doing a lot of sitting. You know, maybe put mealworms, kind of a scavenger hunt of mealworms or something like that, where she's having to really get around and forage. But if she's returning to normal activity level on her own, that's probably not even necessary either.
Awesome.
But,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No
And
problem.
Pokey
It's my
certainly
pleasure.
appreciates it too. He brought you back to life.
Yeah, you're a good girl, aren't you?
Erica also recommended electrolytes in her water. While no one would ever consider me a reader, I did find myself scouring blogs, Facebook, and magazines for anything that dealt with helping nurse chickens back to health. This rough ordeal took its toll on Pokey.
Got some green goo here in my pocket.
Her legs and skin were pretty dry, scratched up, and needed treatment.
Little cut on her foot. It's okay. It's not bad, is it? It's all right.
With Pokey recovering, I now had my hands full with an injured chicken, 2 new chickens, and 3 healthy chickens. Pokey remained under close watch on the back porch. Our remaining hens free-ranged and stayed in the urban coop, while our new addition stayed quarantined in the rec center. Pokey's sister and our rooster seemed to like it as it was very roomy, functional, and most importantly, it was predator-proof. And they didn't really care that it still wasn't much to look at. We lived with this controlled environment for 3 weeks. Once I was ready to lift the quarantine and try to reintroduce her to the flock, I was extremely protective of the rooster's advances to Pokey and had to keep shooing him away.
Pokey, watch out. See how sneaky he is? Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey. After I felt comfortable enough, I returned her full-time to the group, but kept her and her friend Porkchop in a separate coop at night. Porkchop was instrumental in Pokey's recovery and seemed to always stay near and check on her. The additional chickens increased the workload a bit regarding food and water, but also I found the need to clean up the coop and run more often. To guard against the ammonia buildup, I applied Chick Flick.
Excuse me, ladies. This will help. Just trying to knock out some of that ammonia. Yep, I know, Pokey. I know. You're ready for bed. I know.
The next month was crazy as we nursed Pokey back to health and separated our older chickens from our newer ones.
How many faces of their own species can chickens recognize? Chickens have the ability to distinguish between 100 faces of their own species.
Melanie, one of our Facebook friends, posted that Coop Dreams was featured on the wickedly sarcastic show, The Soup. Despite the premise of making fun of other shows, it was funny and great to see backyard chicken keeping getting more mainstream visibility. To thank them for featuring us, we sent them an autographed picture of Pokey. Once I felt like everyone was getting along, I let Pokey and Porkchop back out to the same coop, but separated them from the rooster and the other hens every night, just in case. Come on. Let's go. Look. Prior to putting her back in, I treated the coop with my Healthy Pen spray to make sure I was putting her in an environment that could be friendly in the event her immune system was still being stressed. It seemed like everything was slowly returning back to normal, except for now having a noisy rooster. During our family discussions on raising chickens, Jackster was not keen on hearing crowing every morning. Since the rooster was a gift, it felt wrong to return it, so I started to explore how to manage the noise and think I found a solution.
I know all about the noise.
We can fix that problem.
That's what I'm hoping. So I'm really glad that you're here, and if you could kind of show me how that all works.
Sure.
Because, you know, young kids in school, horses, chores, we have a certain kind of starting time every day, and we don't want to change that.
Right.
So.
Roosters crow all the time.
Yeah.
They do.
They do. It's not just, people think it's in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. But it's at 5 a.m., 5 p.m., and every other time they want to crow.
Does it get to you after a bit, or do you just become kind of desensitized
Well,
to
not
it?
to us, because ours crow quietly with their collars on.
Yeah.
Force behind the crow expands the neck, and it comes out as a big booming crow. But with the collar on in a way that they can do all of their normal activities, it is snug enough that it deflates and takes the force out of the crow. The collar can be worn similarly to a dog collar in a way that they can do all of their natural activities, eating and
Even crow a
breathing,
little
and the way we did them, we designed them to be hinged, so the movement is all totally normal.
Hinged like that way? Yeah.
Yep, so that it can go in different directions,
Okay.
and it's got mesh so it's breathable. But it allows them to crow, but really quite muffled. It just takes the force out of the crow. It was mostly exciting because I really love chickens, and I've always felt really terrible about the fate of most roosters in the world. I mean, most roosters aren't even alive past a day if they're hatched. In the hatcheries, they don't keep them alive at all. And then more roosters that are hatched at home aren't able to be kept. And people love them and have to give them up. What we tried to do, and what's been effective with the collars, is allowing them to crow and meet their needs, but in a way that's really quite quiet, because we really do feel that roosters are a very important part of the chicken keeping experience. It makes the life better for a rooster, obviously, because he gets to keep it. But it really makes the life better for the hens.
Yeah.
The roosters protect and alert the flock to predators. The roosters find food and they gather the hens to water. The roosters even break up fights and help to assimilate the hens in a pecking order.
An example of
Can I see one? How long do they last, too? I mean, if I'm getting one, should I get two just in case?
We use them for years.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're talking about with the hinge too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then an 8-inch, 6-inch, 4-inch. 4-inch is rather small.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
little breeds like Serranos
Yeah,
take little
yeah.
tiny colors.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a 6-inch.
And that's the 6.
How do you know where's the size? What's the...
Well, you can measure.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I guess there was that old-fashioned way to do it.
Right tool for the job.
In addition to the noise-reducing technology, they also had some really fun accessories.
Absolutely not.
It's like a tuxedo. Can I see one of those? Oh, and it has Velcro, so it fits right on
Oh,
the...
look at that.
Oh, is that clever?
You're just
So
utilizing the whole thing.
Yeah, he wouldn't even know then because it's not anything additional that goes on. It just attaches to the collar.
Just attaches to
That is fantastic.
And the hens love
for those special occasions.
Oh, the hens do? Yeah. Oh, he's dressed up today.
That's right.
Why'd you go to the ear?
Well, he doesn't have lips.
No, I know, but I thought...
There.
Yeah, okay.
Like that?
Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. Who's this strange guy?
And now for Coop of the Week, brought to you by Urban Coop Company.
From all the warnings and emphasis on predator protection, I thought I had it pretty well covered. But, admittedly, that was as far as the coops were concerned. When free-ranging, as I'd been warned, it's a whole different story, and I sadly witnessed it firsthand. It was a foggy and cool morning, and I let Pork Chop and Pokey out of their coop ahead of the rooster and the others from the rec center.
Okay. We'll find your other girls. Yeah. Who knows?
And they went into the woods, scratching and looking for bugs.
There he goes.
They did venture deeper into the woods than usual, but I could see them and they looked happy enough and sheltered from the hawks.
I don't know why they're not there more often. I would think the cover of this tree and the bugs and everything in this area would be more attractive than sitting under the trailer. Lots of delicious bugs out there, though.
While I was doing some chores, there was loud squawking from the woods, and I thought it was our rooster.
This one's frozen.
Wanda came scampering out, and then another.
Are they all out?
I don't know if I've seen that handout or...
As I quickly made my way into the woods and saw a fox with Pork Chop in his mouth. I yelled at him and chased him down a hill, where he dropped her.
A fox got one of them.
Oh no.
Hey, it's Pork Chop.
But when I got to her, it was too late.
Is it Pork Chop?
Yeah, I think so. I think I probably ought to leave him in for a few days now. That fox will be likely to come back, right? Saw it running away with her in its mouth.
The sting and reality of predators lurking hit me like a ton of bricks.
Where are we going to bury her?
Well, Kevin said you put him in the compost pile.
I've heard and read about the circle of life and knew that this day was coming, but it was very, very tough to learn it firsthand. I had heard about the protective instinct of roosters, but got to see it firsthand as he had tried to hold his ground, then eventually gathered the other hens and rushed them from the woods.
On the move.
A rooster stayed around the horse arena and trailer and continued to be on guard, facing the woods and every now and then calling for Pork Chop to rejoin them. I had to remind myself of the important role that predators play in managing a healthy environment, and was confused between thoughts of anger, sadness, and reality. Pokey was missing, but eventually found and recovered. But now Pork Chop was gone. It was a deeper initiation into the realities of backyard free-range chicken farming, and I could now empathize with all chicken lovers who had lost members of their flock.
A horrible morning. Was out putting out some scrambled eggs and stuff for the hens, and heard some noise back in here. It sounded like somebody was laying an egg, and the rooster was going crazy, so it came down in here. 4 of them came running out. The rooster stayed in there yelling, and by the time I got back in there, I saw a red fox was carrying Pork Chop away in her mouth, and I yelled, and she dropped Pork Chop, so I was able to get her, but by the time I got to her, she was dead. And so a lot of difficult thoughts on free ranging and me as a chicken keeper and how to handle stuff like this. It's just a tough morning.
I've yet to pass by the spot where we buried Pork Chop and not look at it and feel sad. And while I guess that emotion will fade with time, I don't think I ever want to become desensitized to losing a chicken. So, life goes on with a rooster, 4 hens, 2 coops, and a summer full of unique learning experiences. Chicken math began to appear. I wanted our flock to grow, and I was ready to raise chicks from fertile eggs produced by my very own flock. Luckily, in my planning, I had ordered a couple of incubators and a few brooders and was ready to hatch my own eggs. So I got back to reading blogs, magazines, and going through my notes from my visit to Coop. The chicken turns the egg itself.
Yes, constantly throughout the day.
So this will do that
Automatically for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you didn't want the automatic turner, you could just lay the eggs in there on their side, and you could turn them twice a day by hand.
How do you remember which egg you turned? And
You could take a pencil and put an X on one side,
Got it.
not a marker,
Smart. Why not a marker?
because a marker will actually go through the shell.
Oh, that's right. Rick was telling me the shells are porous and
Yes,
stuff goes through.
yes.
Okay. Why do they need to be turned? What's that
Because
purpose?
there's a membrane inside of the egg, and you don't want the membrane to stick to the shell. So as the chick is starting to grow, the membrane actually keeps moving as the eggs are being turned. For chicken eggs, in the most temperatures for chicken eggs is like 99.5. So then you have a thermostat here. You set the thermostat to your thermometer inside.
Okay.
Our 4-light brooder, and it's thermostatically controlled. You just brought your chicks out of your incubator, it was 99 degrees. You would set this brooder up with shavings on the floor inside of your area, and you would set the temperature on this with your thermostat to 95 degrees.
With all that I learned about chickens and sustainability, I wanted to make progress on my garden and set up a brand new compost bin in the coop area. Surprise, in nearly 2 months after finding Pokey, she laid an egg again. Seeing this made me very excited to hatch chicks, as I really think this world needs another Pokey. Once I knew I had a Pokey egg, I was ready to try my hand at hatching and put my hen's eggs in the incubator. I feel good about where I am as a chicken farmer. It's amazing to think back on all that I've experienced since starting out on this journey. I couldn't have done it without the help of so many experienced people and my family's willingness to come along on the journey. I'm ready to open the next chapter of incubating eggs and raising my own chicks, harvesting food from our own garden, and who knows, maybe even getting some goats, or bees, or cows.
For more fun, like Coop Dreams on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and visit our website at www.fadedgenes.tv.